Hello and welcome back. So we're ready to start working on our last character for this set, which is the goddess Athena. So I want her to be fairly strong, but not as insanely built and muscular as Hercules. I want her to be obviously stronger than Hermes, which is very skinny and very lean. We're going to deviate from that classic female figure and we're going to make her strong but still feminine. I'm going to take the rectangle tool, zoom in here, and create a shape like this for the head. Take the round corners and round them up all at once. So this will be the shape for her head. As for the neck, I'm going to create a fairly thin neck, not too thin and not too wide. Now again, take the rectangle tool, stand here on the center, hold Alt, and I'm going to create a rectangle like this for the chest, and I'm going to round it all at once, all the way. So this will be the chest that will contain, so to speak, the shape for the breasts as well. And now I'm going to create the shape for the hips and the waist. It's going to be like this. I'm going to take it and round it. So we have this so far. Now, as for the arms, I'm going to make them appear from behind this. So I'm going to leave some space between the waist, and I'm going to draw a rectangle that's like this. And I'm going to stretch it all the way down here. Copy it to the other side. And for the legs, I'm going to start here from the center and create very skinny shapes for the top part of the leg and a very big shape for the bottom part, because I want to create some interesting contrast here. So this part of the leg will actually be a piece of armor. So I'm going to maybe size it down here and make it a bit fuller. And I'm going to take this anchor point and round it up all the way. Now I'm going to take the rectangle tool and create the feet. So I'm going to take these two shapes, copy them to the other side and transform them. We have the general silhouette for this character, but it's still a bit unclear on how we're going to solve it. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit more with this one. I'm going to assign color to these two shapes. Actually, I'm going to first unite them using the pathfinders. Take the eyedropper and copy maybe this color. I'm going to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front. Now I'm going to take the ellipse tool, stand here on the center of the neck, hold Alt and create a big circle that goes like this. I'm going to color this circle with the skin tone. Then I'm going to take this shape, hit Ctrl C and Ctrl F to create a duplicate in place. Now select the circle and click on Intersect on the Pathfinder window. So we have her cleavage here. And I'm going to create some pieces of armor. So I'm going to take the rectangle tool, stand over here, right where the arm starts, about here, and I'm going to create a rectangle that goes like this. Take this corner and round it up. Now I'm going to fine-tune it, snap it into place here. I'm going to Object, Arrange, Send Backwards a couple of times. Okay, so now I think I'm going to take these two shapes and resize them a bit proportionally by holding Shift, and I'm going to stretch these rectangles and bring these shapes together, because I'm going to again paint it all black. As you can see, the arms are distracting from this overall silhouette, so I'm going to move them a bit to the right, so this way you can feel this roundness. And maybe I'm going to resize these shoulder pads as well to make them a bit smaller, so this shape is more easily readable. I'm going to do the same on the other side, copy and snap into place. Okay, so again, let's reassign color to this, and I'm going to create a new piece of armor here. I'm going to take the pen tool, place my first anchor point here, the second one in the middle, here in diagonal, and then I'm going to complete this shape. Now I'm going to copy it to the other side and reflect, snap it into place, and I'm going to make a darker version of this light blue color. Okay, so this is a piece of armor as well, and maybe I'm going to do, so there we go, we can see that this is the chest, but it's also the breasts of this character. I'm going to take the line tool and draw a little line here, so this should be her cleavage. Around here will do. Okay, so far so good. It's looking quite good at the moment, but I'm going to create her headgear as well. So I'm going to take the pen tool one more time, stand here on the center of this shape, create the first anchor point, then create a diagonal line over here, and then here, and then complete this shape, and I'm going to color it. Then I'm going to reflect it to the other side, snap it into place, and color it as well. So this is part of her headgear. Now I'm going to take her head shape and go to Object, Path, Offset Path. I'm going to hit Preview, and I'm going to enter, let's say, 10 points. And I'm going to color this with this light blue color. Okay, so far so good. This is like a helmet she's wearing. And I'm going to take the rectangle and I'm going to draw a big shape that goes across this to delete this bottom part by using minus front. So now I'm going to Object, Arrange, Send to Back, and there we have it. Now I'm going to again take the rectangle tool, create a big rectangle that goes and covers all the left part of this shape. I'm going to take this shape, hit Ctrl C and Ctrl F to create a duplicate in place. Select this other shape. It's a bit hard to see where one shape ends and one shape begins right now, but I'm going to click on intersect here and I'm going to assign this color to this shape. And now I'm going to Object, Arrange, Send backwards a couple of times. Okay, now to finish her headgear, I'm going to take the rectangle tool, stand here, hold Alt, create a rectangle around here. I'm going to Object, Arrange, Send to Back. And now I'm going to create even another one, starting here from the center, a narrower one. I'm going to give this one this deep orange color here on this detail. So this is part of her helmet. And now I'm going to give her hair. So I'm going to take the ellipse tool and I'm going to do something similar to what I did with Aphrodite, but not as fluffy. So I'm going to create a simple ellipse here. I'm going to arrange and send to back from the start. Now I'm going to copy the circle downwards and again, and I think this one should be a bit bigger. So there we go, we have these 3 circles, and I'm going to unite them into one shape, and I'm going to assign this purple color from Hermes, and I think I'm going to change this color to a deeper blue, so the color contrast works better. Now I'm going to copy these shapes to the other side. I'm going to reflect them, and I'm going to now fine-tune some elements, and as you can see, it's almost finished. We're almost there. All we have to do now is to create the face. So I'm going to give her 2 little perfect circles for eyes. So I think I'm going to place the first eye here, more or less. Click and drag to the other side to copy. And now for the nose, I'm going to give her a fairly big nose, but short, like this. Give her this color, and I'm going to round this shape. And for the mouth, I'm going to create an ellipse here on the center, paint it white, then create a rectangle that goes across the top part. Select both, go to minus front, cut. I'm going to drag this up a bit. I'm going to make it a bit narrower. And now I'm going to give her a little line here on the chin. Now I'm going to take care of the shadows very quickly, so I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay, there we go, there we have her. She has multiple pieces of armor because, well, that's part of her myth. She was born wearing a full suit of armor, so I wanted to represent that. And I wanted to make her feminine, but at the same time make her tough. So I gave her a strong chin with a little line on the middle. And I also gave her several pieces of armor, for example this piece on the legs that makes her look a bit bulky. Well, that's about it. This way we have 4 different characters that are very different from each other. So we could even play with the sizes, but that's about it. I'm going to quickly test all the silhouettes at the same time. So I'm going to drag them outside the artboard. I'm going to expand everything so we have no lines, and I'm going to paint it all black. So as you can see, we have 4 different silhouettes, entirely different from each other. So these are the basics for character design. Try to make your characters as different from each other as possible. Try to give them shapes and exaggerate the body masses according to their personality traits. Try to imagine how to express visually what your character is all about. Okay, you did it. We've reached the end of this course, so congratulations. I hope you had fun and learned something new from all this. See you next time, and thank you for joining me.